When chapman billies leave the street, and drouthy neighbours meet, as market days are wearing late, and folk begin to tack the gate, while we sit bowsing at the nappy, and getting fow and unco happy, we think na on the long Scots miles, the mosses, waters, slaps and stiles, that lie between us and our hame, where sits our sulky sullen dame, gathering her brows like gathering storm, nursing her wrath to keep it warm. This truth fand honest Tam O Shanter, as he frae airy night did canter, auld air wham ne'er a town surpasses, for honest men and bonny lasses. O Tam, hadst thou but been sae wise as ta'en thy ain wife Kate's advice, she told thee weel thou was a skellum, a blethering, blustering, drunken blellum, that frae November till October, a market day thou wasnae sober, that ilka melder wi' the miller, thou sat as long as thou had siller, that every naig was cad a shoe on, the smith and thee got roaring fou on, that at the Lord's house, even on Sunday, thou drank wi' Kirkton Jean till Monday. She prophesied that late or soon thou would be found deep drowned in Doon, or catch wi' warlocks in the murk, by Alloway's auld haunted kirk. Ah, gentle dames, it gars me greet to think how mony counsels sweet, how mony lengthened sage advices the husband frae the wife despises. But to our tale, a market night, Tam had got planted unco right, fast by an ingle, bleezing finely, wi' reeman swats thou drank divinely, and at his elbow, Suitor Johnny, his ancient, trusty, drouthy crony. Tam lo'ed him like a verra brither, they had been fow for weeks thegither. The night drave on with sangs and clatter, and aye the ale was growing better. The landlady and Tam grew gracious, wi' favours secret, sweet and precious. The suitor told his queerest stories, the landlord's laugh was ready chorus. The storm without might rear and rustle, Tam didna mind the storm a whistle. Care mad to see a man sae happy, e'en drowned himself amang the nappy. As bees flee hame with lades o' treasure, the minutes winged their way with pleasure. Kings may be blessed, but Tam was glorious, o'er the ills o' life victorious. But pleasures are like poppies spread, you seize the flower, its bloom is shed, or like the snow falls in the river, a moment white then melts forever, or like the borealis race, that flit ere you can point their place, or like the rainbow's lovely form, evanishing amid the storm. Nae man can tether time or tide, the hour approaches, Tam maun ride. That hour o' night's black arch the key stane, that dreary hour he mounts his beast in, and sic a night he tacks the road in, as ne'er poor sinner was abroad in. The wind blew as 'twad blawn its last, the rattling showers rose on the blast, the speedy gleams the darkness swallowed, loud deep and lang the thunder bellowed. That night a child might understand, the deil had business on his hand. Weel mounted on his grey mare Meg, a better never lifted leg, Tam skelpit on thro' dub and mire, despising wind and rain and fire. Whiles holding fast his good blue bonnet, while crooning o'er some old Scots sonnet, whiles glowering round with prudent cares, lest bogles catch him unawares. Kirk Alloway was drawing nigh, where ghaists and howlets nightly cry. By this time he was crossed the ford, where in the snaw the chapmen smored, and past the birks and mickle stane, where drunken Charlie bracks neckbane, and thro' the winds and by the cairn, where hunters fand the murdered bairn, and near the thorn aboon the well, where Mungo's mither hanged hersel. Before him Doon pours all his floods, the doubling storm roars through the woods, the lightnings flash from pole to pole, near and more near the thunders roll, when glimmering through the groaning trees, Kirk Alloway seemed in a bleeze. Through ilka bore the beams were glancing, and loud resounded mirth and dancing. Inspiring, bold John Barleycorn, what dangers thou canst make us scorn. Wi' Tippany we fear nae evil, wi' Usquaba we'll face the devil. The swat sae reamed in Tammy's noddle, fair play he cared nae deals a boddle, but Maggie stood right sair astonished, till by the heel and hand admonished, she ventured forward on the light, and vowed Tam saw an unco sight. Warlocks and witches in a dance, nae cotillion brent new frae France, but hornpipes, jigs, strathspeys and reels put life and metal in their heels. A winnock bunker in the east, there sat auld Nick in shape o' beast, a towsy tyke, black grim and large, to gie them music was his charge. He screwed the pipes and gart them skirl, till roof and rafters added dirl. Coffins stood round like open presses, that shawed the dead in their last dresses. And by some devilish cantrip sleight, each in its cauld hand held a light, by which heroic Tam was able to note upon the haly table a murder's banes and gibbet airns, twa span lang wi' unchristened bairns, a thief new cutted frae a rape, wi' his last gasp his gab did gape, 5 tomahawks wi' blood red rusted, 5 scimitars wi' murder crusted, a garter which a babe had strangled, a knife a father's throat had mangled, whom his ain son o' life bereft, the grey hairs yet stack to the heft. Wi' mair o' horrible and awfu', which even to name would be unlawfu', 3 lawyers' tongues turned inside out, while lies seemed like a beggar's clout. 3 priests' hearts rotten black as muck, lay stinking vile in every nook. As Tammy glowered, amazed and curious, the mirth and fun grew fast and furious. The piper loud and louder blew, the dancers quick and quicker flew. They reeled, they set, they crossed, they cleek it, till ilka carlin swat and reek it, and coosed her duddies to the wark, and link it at it in her sark. Now Tam O Tam had they been queens, a plump and strappin' in their teens. Their sark, instead o' creeshy flannin, been snaw white 1700 linen. Their breeks o' mine my only pair, the ants were plush o' good blue hair. I wad have gi'en them off my herdies for ae blink o' the bonny birdies. But withered beldams, auld and droll, rig woody hags we'd speen a foal, looping and flinging on a crummock, I wonder didna turn thy stomach. But Tam kenned what was fu brawly, there was a winsome wench in Whalley, that night enlisted in the corps, lang after kenned on Carrick shore. For mony a beast to dead she shot, and perished mony a bonny boat, and shook baith mickle corn and bear, and kept the countryside in fear. Her cutty sark, o' paisley harn, that while a lassie she had worn, in longitude though sorely scanty, it was her best, and she was vaunty. I little ken, thy reverend granny, that sark she coft for her wee nanny, with 2 Scots, 'twas our riches, whatever graced a dance of witches. But here my muse her wing maun cour, sic flights are far beyond her power, to sing how Nanny lap and flang, a supple jade she was and strang, and how Tam stood like ane bewitched, and thought his very een enriched. Even Satan glowered, and fidget for fain, and hotched and blew wi' might and main. Till first they caper, syne another, Tam tint his reason a' thegither, and roars out, "Weel done, cutty sark," and in an instant all was dark. And scarcely had he Maggie rallied, when out the hellish legion sallied. As bees buzz out wi' angry fyke, when plundering herds assail their byke, as open pussies mortal foes, when pop she starts before their nose. As eager runs the market crowd, when "Catch the thief" resounds aloud, so Maggie runs, the witches follow, wi' money and eldritch screech and hollow. Ah Tam, thou'll get thy farin', in hell they'll roast thee like a herrin', in vain thy Kate awaits thy comin', Kate soon will be a woeful woman. Now do thy speedy utmost, Meg, and win the key stain on the brig. Thereat them thou thy tail may toss, a running stream they dare na cross, but ere the key stain she could make, the faint a tail she had to shake, for Nanny, far beyond the rest, hard upon noble Maggie pressed, and flew at Tam with furious ettle, but little wist she Maggie's mettle. A spring brought off her master hale, but left behind her ain grey tail. The carlin clot her by the rump, and left poor Maggie scarce a stump. No wha this tale of truth shall read, ilk man and mother's son take heed. Whene'er to drink you are inclined, or cutty sarks run in your mind, think ye may by joys o'er dear, remember Tam O Shanter's mare.